Hello children, I hope you are all happy and safe. Welcome to this special English hour. Here, every day, we will learn something new in a fun and interesting way. Are you ready to have fun? Okay, then let's start our day with a quick tongue twister. Children, now let's start our day with a quick tongue twister. Do you know what a tongue twister is? Okay, then let me tell you. Please repeat the sentence that I will be saying now. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Now do you know why it's called a tongue twister? So children, let's say this sentence 5 times and let's say it a little faster. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. 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 Were you all able to say it right? I believe some of you may have fumbled. Even I, when I started learning this tongue twister, used to fumble many times. But then I finally got it right with practice. Children, if you enjoyed this tongue twister, please share it with your friends. Children, now I would like to ask you a few questions. Let us share our thoughts and ideas. Children, do you like reading stories? I'm sure lots of you love reading stories. Do you like reading stories related to kings, queens and warriors? I'm sure a lot of you like these stories. Why do we like these characters? Why do we like listening to stories about kings, queens and warriors? We like listening to these stories because they narrate to us tales of bravery and wisdom. Today, I would like to share with you a story about wisdom. Children, while learning a language, it is very important that we keep learning new words. So now, I would like to share with you a few new words. Please listen to me carefully and note them down in your notebook. The first word is argument. 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 The second word is channel. 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 The third word is confused. 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 The fourth word is boundary. 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 The fifth word is summoned. 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 Children, let me repeat the words once again for you. Argument. Channel. Confused. Boundary. Summoned. Children, please look out for these words while we are reading the story and try to guess their meaning. He wouldn't allow anyone to draw water from his well. He told Qasim, "Why do you come to me again and again to beg for access to my well? I feel sorry to turn down your request every time. I have a suggestion for you. Collect some money and buy the whole well from me. So children, what is this story, Water in the Well, about? In this story, there are two characters, Qasim and Ahmad. Qasim has his own field. He is a farmer. He needs some more water for his field. And so, he has his eyes set on a well that is at the boundary of his field. But the well belongs to a crafty old man named Ahmad. Ahmad does not allow anyone to draw water from his well. Qasim goes to him often and requests him to allow him to draw water from his well for his fields. But Ahmad, being a crafty old man, tells Qasim, I feel sorry to turn you down again and again. Why don't you do one thing? Bring some money and buy the well from me. Here, Qasim is trying to seek Ahmad's help. But Ahmad instead wants to make money out of it. He wants to sell his well for money to Qasim. Qasim thought over the suggestion and liked it. He knew Ahmad would ask for a lot of money, but he saw in his mind's eye channels of water running from the well through his field and made a decision. He took all his savings to Ahmad and bought the well. Qasim knew that Ahmad would ask him for a lot of money for the well. But then again, Qasim also had a thought that if he bought the well, there would be channels of water flowing through his field. His field would give a good crop and he would earn well. So he took all his savings and went to Ahmad and bought the well. The next day, he went to the well happily and dug out a channel. But when he began to draw water, there was a surprise in store for him. Suddenly, Ahmad came forward and announced, What are you doing, Qasim? How dare you touch the water in my presence? What do you mean? Haven't you sold this well to me? Ah, I sold the well all right, but not the water in the well. The water still belongs to me. You can't use it. If you needed the water along with the well, you should have said so. I have a suggestion for you. Pay for the water separately and use it. You can buy fresh water every day. I don't mind. The next day, Qasim went happily to the well and dug out a channel from the well to his field. When he tried to draw water from the well, there was a surprise for him. Ahmad came there and told him, How dare you touch my water? You have bought the well from me and not the water in it. If you want to use the water, pay me for it and take fresh water every day. Qasim was shocked to hear Ahmad's argument. It was so unfair, so unjust. He rushed to the Qazi and told him the whole story. The Qazi was a wise man. He told Qasim to bring Ahmad to his court so that he could hear both sides of the case. Qasim was very annoyed. He went to the Qazi and told Qazi everything. The Qazi was a wise man. He asked Qasim to bring Ahmad to his court so that he could hear both sides of the story. Ahmad was summoned to the court. The Qazi heard his argument patiently. I see that you are right. What you have sold is the well. The water is all yours. Isn't that so? Qasim's heart sank when he heard the Qazi's words. Ahmad, in his heart of hearts, was overjoyed. He had never thought the Qazi would side with him. My lord, I am so grateful you understand the fine points of this case. The water does indeed belong to me. In that case, Ahmad, why are you keeping it in Qasim's well? You have no right to keep your belongings in his property. You must remove them immediately, or else you can pay a daily rent to Qasim. Then he will allow you to use his well. Ahmad was so confused that he did not know what to say. All the people present in the court began to laugh. But Qasim was a generous man. He never troubled Ahmad for the rent that was due from him. Ahmad tells the Qazi, "Thank you for understanding the fine points of this." So he asks Ahmad, who has a well, if he can draw water from his well. Ahmad is a crafty old man. He tells Qasim to pay him money and buy the well. Qasim gives all his savings to Ahmad and buys the well. But when he tries to draw water from the well, Ahmad tells him that he has only bought the well and not the water in it. Qasim feels cheated. He goes to the Qazi and tells him about the matter. The Qazi summons both of them to his court to listen to both sides of the story. After listening to Ahmad, the Qazi is sure what his intention was. Ahmad wanted to make money out of Qasim's situation. He wanted to take money from him for the well as for the water. The Qazi gives his verdict. He tells Ahmad, if the well belongs to Qasim and the water in it belongs to you, you have no right to keep your things on Qasim's property. You need to Children, I hope you were able to find words with similar meanings. Come, let's have a look at the answers. First word, sorry, means unhappy. Second word, whole, means complete. Third word, happily, means cheerfully. Fourth word, unfair, means unjust. Fifth word, remove, means take away. Children, I hope you like this activity. Children, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. It's now time to sit back and relax while I tell you a wonderful story. Children, today we spoke about the importance of wisdom. Today, I would like to share with you the story of a father's wisdom. Children, today the story that I'll be reading to you is The Father's Inheritance. Author Elizabeth Laird and Lemuel Wahile. So children, once upon a time, there was a hard-working farmer. He had a hard-working wife and 2 sons. The farmer and his wife worked very hard and provided well for their family. The farmer did not want both his sons also to work in the field. The father and mother both wanted their sons to have a good life ahead. But unfortunately, the mother passed away. After his wife passed away, the man was left with his 2 sons. He did not want them to work. He himself labored in the field all day and also did the household work. With time, as the man grew old, he started getting worried for his sons. He would wonder how would they be able to manage themselves. They did not know how to work in the field. They also did not know how to work at home. The old man is very wise. He gets an idea. One day, he calls both his sons and tells them, "In my inheritance, you both will get a lot of gold, but it is all hidden in the field. So you both would need to plow the field and get the gold." The old man loved his sons very. He called his neighbors and told them, "I am sick and I am going to die very soon. Please take care of both my sons till they are able to take care of themselves." One day, the old man also died. His neighbors brought food and water for his sons. They took care of them for the next few days. The brothers did not want to be robbed of the gold their father had left for them. So they decided to dig the field on their own. They dug one field after another, worked from morning till night, but they did not find any gold. When both the brothers were tired, they sat down quietly, and then one of the brothers said, "Do you think our father cheated us?" The other brother said, "No, I think our father said the field is gold. If we plow the field, plant seeds there, we can earn a lot of money and be rich." So our father was saying the truth. So like all the other farmers, the 2 brothers also plowed their field, grew their wheat and earned a lot of money and became rich. So children, what happens in this story? In this story, there is a wonderful family. The father and the mother are very hardworking farmers. They want their children to have a good future. So they don't want their children to work in the farm. But one day, the mother passes away. The father is left with the 2 sons. The father still does not allow both his sons to work in the field. He loves them very dearly. so he does all the work alone by himself. As years pass, the man grows old, and later he realizes that he is about to die, and both his sons don't know how to work in the field nor at home. How would they be able to take care of themselves? So he decides to teach them how to work in the field. But after all these years, it was not going to be easy. So the man used a trick. He told both his sons that there was a lot of gold hidden in the field. Thinking about the gold, both the sons started digging up the field. The old man passed away, but both the sons continued digging in the field. Finally, when they did not find any gold, they wondered why their father told them so. They concluded that their father was very intelligent, and what he meant to say was, farming is gold. Like all the other farmers, the two brothers also worked hard on the field and earned good money from the crop. So children, here you see how the wisdom of the man changed the life of both his sons. I hope you liked this story. Children, I hope you all liked today's session. I would now request you all to please share the story of water in the well with your friends and family. Children, till we meet next time, please take care. Bye-bye and stay safe.